Hello everyone, my name is Rachel Reed, and for my final project, I chose the first American female animator, Lillian Friedman. Lillian was born in New York City on April 12, 1912. Here's a younger picture of her on the left, and to your right is New York City itself. She attended Washington Irving High School, where she'd studied animation and fashion design. After graduating, she worked as a fashion designer. This high school is placed in Manhattan. After she was done with fashion design, she tried for a job at Disney. After applying, she was unfortunately rejected. Friedman went on to Fleischer Studios in 1930, where she started out as an anchor for the company. She was taken under the wing of James Callahan, another animator that worked at Fleischer Studios. Friedman was promoted to his assistant. As James' assistant, Friedman was responsible for intermediate drawings between two images to give the appearance that the first image evolves smoothly into the second image, thus creating the illusion of movement. Impressed by her skills, James secretly promoted Friedman to animator in 1933, where she could finally start generating animation content. After becoming an animator in June, she started at a pay of only $30 a week, and that was well below the pay of man at the time. Her first animation work was uncredited, unfortunately, but it was in the Popeye cartoon, Can You Take It, in 1934. Later that year, her first credited work was for Betty Boop's Prize Show. Next, she animated Making Stars in 1935. This is another Betty Boop cartoon. She then went to animate Judge for a Day later in 1935, and to continue Be Human in 1936. To follow, she animated Pudgy and the Lost Kitten in 1938. This is also another Betty Boop film. She also was responsible for animating several scenes in Popeyes the Sailor Man meet Sinbad the Sailor. Over the lifetime of her career, Friedman animated 42 films, but was only given 6 credits for 6 cartoons. She animated 2 Oscar-nominated color classic cartoons, Educated Fish and Hunky and Spunky, with her last work being on Barnyard Brat, which was also another episode of the 2. In the run-up to the 1937 strike, Lillian became a member of the Commercial Artists and Designer Union. When the strike was called, she and other union animators were urged by the union to cross the picket lines. After the strike, her husband had gotten a job, with times being tough around the Depression. She decided to leave the animation world and move to Troy, New York, and have a family with her husband. In fact, it seems as if animation has turned its back on Astor, not vice versa.